Now the dangerous Nelson Cruz.
That one is hit hard to left. That ball's back, and there's your grand slam. Nelson Cruz connects that triple. His fourth of the game, and suddenly it's a 2-point contest. And Carl Anthony Township, you said he needs to start exerting his will.
Rob moving in, back to Johnson, he scores! First in the NHL for Luke Johnson.
Woo! Yes! Wow! Yes!
Let's go.
Welcome! Let's go! Let's fucking go! We're gonna start swearing right away so we can just get the explicit warning out of there. This is not for children. This is, okay.
That no warning.
Man, this audience tonight, I tell you.
Yes, thank you.
This is the best audience response that we've had yet this season. We really appreciate it. Once again, this is FuzzJockRadio. This is season 4, episode 4. The best. Oh man, this is like this extra special episode. I totally forgot about that. I didn't put that in the notes, guys.
Whoa.
Is it 4 squared or 4
Cubed.
4 cubed?
No, that's 4 to the 3rd.
That's 16.
Oh, that's right.
That's
but it could be any of those because cubes make you think 4 too.
4
forward.
4 by 4.
4 to the 4.
There we go.
Ooh,
There, that's what it is. It's a 4 by 4.
4 to the 4.
it's truck month.
We got
Floor.
4 hosts. 4 hosts. One of them's name is Fuzzy, and I think that's my name. And then other hosts, introduce yourselves. Starting with the person that's to my left.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Jamez.
And then we have another Minnesotan here that's in Minnesota.
This is expert Andy is here today.
Expert Andy's back. And we have a Minnesotan that is in California.
C-Dubs!
C-Dubs.
C-Dubs!
C-Dubs is back. Back in action.
Oh, dude. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, this is FuzzJockRadio. If you didn't hear me say that the first time, this broadcast is not for kids because I accidentally swear every once in a while. I try not to swear, but then it just pops out. That sounded really bad.
It bops.
What are you going to do?
It just pops out. So it's
What are
not
you
for kids. That's what I'm trying to say. It pops out. It's not for kids. How are we gonna?
It's a vernacular malfunction.
How are we doing, guys?
Oh,
What's going on?
So, I mean, it's all right.
James?
Functioning.
Functioning?
Yeah.
Okay. Pandemic's over.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, it's a little
Right?
boring.
Right?
That's what the
Yeah,
CDC says.
Yeah, CDC says that.
This is
I
what?
disagree.
May 17th, right? May 17th. Yep, May 17th, 2021. The
Yeah.
CDC says that the pandemic's over.
Brunch is back on.
Brunch is back on. And no more masks. How do you guys
so good.
how do you feel about that?
It was really getting in the way of brunch.
It's so psyched to buffet.
You can't eat with the mask on.
Certainly not brunch.
You can't buffet.
You can't buffet, you can't brunch, you can't what C-Dubs? What can't you do, C-Dubs, with a mask on?
You can't drank. People like to drink.
You can't drink
Can't do
either.
that with a mask on.
You can't make out with strangers.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the one I really
Can't put
miss.
fingers in each other's mouths.
Ooh, that's a good one too, because the mask inhibits the finger going in the mouth.
Kids still do that.
All jokes aside, yeah, the CDC does say that the pandemic's over. You don't have to wear your mask if you're duly vaccinated. But I would still say, use some caution. You never know what's going on. You don't know what that government's telling you, if it's true or not. A lot of times they're not. Sometimes they are. But I don't know. This is not a government conspiracy podcast.
I'll say this, that I know plenty of people that are still hesitant to, shed a lot of precautions despite CDC guidelines. So if you're comfortable not shedding those precautions as well, know that there's other people not doing that too. So
I heard that a lot of the unvaccinated are starting to wear masks because they're worried about the shedding of the 5G off of the people that got vaccinated.
I saw this too. This is fascinating.
Yeah. So
Wow.
What does it take?
maybe that's that was the plan. CDC says you don't have to wear masks anymore, and people are like, "I don't tell me what to do."
yeah, I mean that.
Wear a mask.
Well, what's that psychology? It's called double psychology, double backing,
Reverse psychology.
reverse psychology, double reverse.
Double
Yeah,
reverse.
it's double reverse parking.
Yeah, that's very interesting. It's very interesting that that's happening. I found myself when I was looking for some jeans today, which I unfortunately didn't find. I was wearing a mask in the mall, and I started thinking, man, do these people think that I'm not vaccinated? Oh, fuck, because I have a mask on still. It made me feel weird.
No, see, I was at the grocery store the other day, and my wife she says to me, I don't know what to think of these people without masks now. Are they confident vaccinated people, or are they unvaccinated assholes?
And that's the reason why I keep wearing a mask right now, is so that the employees at those stores aren't sitting there fucking worrying about it. You know, like the employees I would believe would, since they're wearing masks, they have to wear masks because of their company policies or whatever. I don't want to be a problem. You know what I mean? I don't want to be. I'll the inconvenience, and I'm doing the rabbit ears. Inconvenience of wearing a mask doesn't bother me as much as it would bother me if I knew that I bothered the cashier thinking, oh shit, is he one of those assholes now that's not wearing a mask, and he's gonna give me a big trouble if I ask him to wear one. A lot of employees that I know of different stores said that they just aren't even not even making it an issue because they know that people that are coming in without masks, either they'll say that they're vaccinated, and they either are or not. It doesn't really matter. And they'll just be like, well, or they're going to make a big scene about it. It'd be one of those internet sensations. And
It'll be time to quit wearing them when the Target and the Taco Bell employees, when they don't have to wear them, then you'll know.
Yeah, and this is not a COVID podcast once again, but it's interesting to talk. The different aspects and social dynamics of this whole experiment or whatever's going on here is really interesting, because the people that aren't wearing the masks and are not vaccinated, they're the few and far between ones that are still going to get it, and then that sucks. That sucks for them, but it's not my fault anymore.
Well, them and the children.
Yeah.
Yeah, children are the ones we have to worry about now, because everyone who wants to get one is able to. A vaccine, that is, and except children. So,
and I suppose the thing that we have to worry about the vaccinated ones is that if they keep spreading it, is the variants that start coming out because of the spreads. But let's start this show over.
That's solved.
This is FuzzJock Radio. We are not a COVID podcast. This is a sports podcast hosted by 4 hosts, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
But you were shopping for jeans, Fuzzy.
Yeah,
It was the moral of the story.
No, yeah, I suppose we usually start the show with how was our day, how was our week, and my day didn't go that well because I wanted to get some jeans and I couldn't find any baggy jeans. They're all fucking skinny jeans, and it's kind of sucks because I don't.
I'm sorry.
I don't feel comfortable with skinny jeans.
Oh man,
it is.
That is C-Dub's fault, isn't it?
Yeah,
I started that when I was in 10th grade.
Yep.
My fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to be in the 90s. I don't know fashion. Let me have baggy jeans. I don't care.
It's coming around soon. Maybe you should make them.
Pajama pants.
Well, I'm just gonna wear sweats. I think on Twitter I mentioned that maybe 2021 I'll just stop wearing jeans and just wear pants.
Jeans are dumb now. Get
What-
some fucking
you know-
cargo sweatpants.
A lot of times you get the sweatpants with the cuffs around the bottom now too, though.
There you go.
And that's gonna cramp you too if you like the wide leg.
Yeah, yeah. Well, well, it doesn't matter.
Nah, just rock the cuffs
I
like a fancy gentleman.
You're new there.
I maybe just stop wearing pants altogether and just go around bottomless. James, how was your week?
Oh, so it was filled with so much that it just kind of erased my memory of it all. I don't know. I played some Animal Crossing. I've got a bunch of new flowers, fancy color flowers. I did that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
C-Dubs, how was your week?
My week was good. I went to Dodger game yesterday.
You went
Keeping
to a
up with
Dodger
the
game
regular season tradition.
You went to
They
two
lost.
Dodgers games. You went to two Dodgers games since
Yes.
our broadcast, not just yesterday.
What?
No, or did you already go to a Dodgers game?
I went the other one on the week before my dad was on.
What I'm saying is
I've been to
you've been
two.
to two Dodgers games now.
Yep. I've been to two, and it was fantastic. I masked up the whole time. I was actually surprised that most of the people there kept their masks on when they were walking around and only took them off at their seats, because with the CDC guidance, I thought that would just make everyone be like, fuck it now. But no, they were pretty good about keeping their masks on when they were walking around. It was just when they were sitting that they took them off, which is fine. They're in their pods, so whatever.
Splinter, this is not a COVID podcast.
But if you like to wear masks,
how was your
it's
week?
cool.
Splinter, how was your week?
There hasn't been a lot of consternation or anything major going on.
That's a word.
I got my deck refinished today. I was really satisfied. I followed all the steps.
Refinished as in you restained your deck. Not you didn't hire anybody. You did it yourself.
I did it myself. I soap scrubbed it like a week ago. Got a bristle brush, special brushes for this. I watched YouTube videos. I did a professional job.
That's why you're expert, Andy.
It was real satisfying. But I tell you, I was trying to wear the KN95 mask while I was doing the work today because it was some real nasty stain. It was some real noxious chemicals, high VOCs, as they say.
Oh man, yeah, they do say that.
VOC.
Yeah.
Anyway, but real bitch trying to do heavy labor wearing that mask. It got real hot.
Yeah, I bet.
So.
But
hard,
it was easy
hard
for
up to all
someone
those
like you.
people that had to do hard work in those masks over the past year. Props.
So,
Yes.
I wanted to have
Other than pants was your week.
I that's all we were going to talk about.
Yeah, we talked about
okay.
pants.
We talked about pants.
Okay.
already.
That's it.
Yeah. And so then that leads us to not. Oh shit!
Usually.
What am I doing here?
You ripped your pants?
I ripped
Oh
my pants.
man, time to get more pants.
Okay, what I'm trying to say
SpongeBob.
is that I did not figure out a good lead into our first story because it's a news story that we've never spoke about. I wanted one of you guys to say that you played a game. Oh,
Yeah.
it's the fourth
Because-
episode of it's a 4x4, so we got four square. We were talking about four squares, and C-Dubs found out that there's a four square tournament hosted by the 229 Student Ministry.
In the Valdosat, Georgia, I believe. There's a half-hour video of them playing in the dorms, just having a four-square competition with the top 8 players from the entire school.
Wait.
Let's go to the half-hour video.
Wait.
Yep.
No, this isn't professional sports. Why are we talking about this shit?
Yeah, wait, Foursquare, this is a joke. We did this for Johnson. All right, Johnson, there's your shout-out. Move on.
I did see the picture. They looked real serious about it.
Baseball is fun again in Minnesota.
We won't talk about Foursquare because baseball is not actually fun again in Minnesota. It was starting to get fun again. Snow came back and hit a two-run home run the other night.
Lots of home runs.
Are there?
It's mostly what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no hits.
He
home
did
runs.
win a game the other day.
So what I heard is that he went to Cruz's house to do some batting practice in his garage, Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, the garage ain't there anymore.
Move away.
Wait a minute. Why didn't you tell me that you're gonna do a joke here?
There it is.
There. No. Did you guys hear about that? So Sano got off the injured list, and then he went to Cruz's house because he hasn't been batting well. Like, no matter how much of you homer any of us are, we got to admit that, Sano has not been batting well. Went to Cruz's house and did some batting practice, and now he hit a home run.
Yeah, they did training.
I think they went on a cruise with Cruz.
Yeah, they went on a training cruise to hit home runs. And now that's all they're going to do anymore. Just hit home runs.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we won like
Gotta
one
do
game.
something.
We have to do something because we are now, it looks like...
We're below the Tigers.
Yeah, we are 13 and 25.
I believe we're battling for the worst record in the league right now.
Maybe.
No, I don't think we're battling
All
for
of
it.
all of baseball. I think we probably have it.
It's undisputed.
Baltimore is 17 and 23. We're 13 and 25. Texas is 18 and 24. Washington is 16 and 20. Pittsburgh is 17 and 21. And Arizona is 18 and 21.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
There we are.
we're at the bottom, Splinter.
I do appreciate though the Twins giving us a shout out today with that 16-4 finish. Respect with the 4 squared and the 4.
Yeah, that's
That was nice.
exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. Also painting the perfect narrative to sweep the rest of the season. I mean, especially after the All-Star break. There's a lot of baseball left, guys. There's a lot of baseball. Most of baseball.
There was
more of the season is still to come.
Yeah.
one of the algorithms still has us winning the division.
Yeah,
Seriously.
most of them probably.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting.
Somebody
Ones we
posted.
set up do.
Somebody posted it on Reddit. There's proof.
Was
Yeah.
it you?
It could happen.
It's on the internet.
Compute-
It's real.
Computer said so, and it's on the internet.
Okay, so look, one of the biggest problems that we're having with the Twins, and something that could totally turn us around, is what I kind of hinted at earlier, is that Sano just got off the injured list, right? And he hit a home run, and we currently have a lot of people on the injured
Oh
list.
yeah, they're all coming back with home runs.
Kenta Maeda is just on the injured list. He's not going to be hitting a home run, but
He probably will though.
Okay.
At a National League
We'll
park.
play a National League game, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, I used to be on the injured list. No, I'm not. Here comes a home run."
He's out with a groin injury. Kurloff is out with a wrist injury, hit off a pitching machine. He just got hit off a pitching machine. Kepler has a hamstring injury. Astudillo was removed due to a bruised hand after getting hit.
He was
Smeltzer
pitching today, though.
has nerve irritation,
he's
but
still
they're you don't think
He's banged up.
he's banged up.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah, Buxton's still out.
Jake Cave is broken in half.
Yeah, he's
Here's the thing,
Poor
though.
guy.
Apart from Jake Cave and I think Kirillov's 10-day, everyone else is day-to-day.
that's true.
So, these are temporary. And also, man, sometimes we see some of our hottest players get their chance when they get called up in these situations.
Yeah, we've seen people deal with the adversity well lately, or I guess not this year, but in the Twins organization the last few years, they've bounced back every time they've gone down. So we can still hope that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little discouraging that they're the worst team right now, even worse than the Rockies.
Well, I mean, we're playing like a lot of kind of third string, fourth string. Like we're getting to the point where I see the lineup and I can't recognize the name when I feel like I am pretty familiar with at least like the higher prospects that you talk about in our farm league, and people that are in our extended roster. But yeah, like
Yeah, I didn't recognize any of those bullpen names today in that 16-4 loss.
yeah. So
I mean, that's happening to, like I even have that problem with as a Dodger fan. Like, there are so many injured people. Like, they just had a bullpen game, the game I went to, and I was like, I only know half the people they're putting on the mound. Like, where are these people coming from? But then when you get that many injuries, that's what
Yeah.
happens. You got to call up people aren't don't recognize.
But it's giving them their chance. You know, those people
Yes.
are getting that experience, and it's going to pay off.
Difficult scouting reports out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They want
I
other
bet.
people.
Bench coach is working
same
overtime.
Well,
What
you
do you
know,
do?
I don't know. Maybe what do you do? Maybe while our players are injured, maybe we should start doing what all the other major league teams are doing and start cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Garrett Cole of what team is he on?
He's on the Yankees
Okay.
now, but he used to play for
He's
the
a Yankee.
Astros.
You know, this does make a lot of
oh,
sense.
The Astros, huh?
Yeah, the
okay,
Asterix.
So, yeah, Garrett Cole of the Yankees, or aka the Asterix, the new Asterix, maybe. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's maybe
Yeah,
it's just
maybe the Yankees,
Maybe it's
the new
just a
ones.
Garrett Cole thing. He finally walked somebody, and his streak ends at 61 consecutive strikeouts without issuing a walk. That's the longest such streak in a single season since 1893. And with that,
And why
you know,
why do we even give that merit though? Because he's a cheater.
Cheating.
How do you? Well, no, that's the thing. Is like, is he? Like, what's going on here? Like,
Well,
he's
from what it
sure he's
sounds
from
like-
okay, so sure he's from the Asterix, but their cheating scandal was about them hitting. Like they were hitting. They were making noises so they could tell players what the other pitch was. He's a pitcher. He wasn't doing that shit. So what are you
Right.
talking about?
So it sounds like there was a defamation lawsuit filed against Major League Baseball and the Angels from Brian Harkins. He was a clubhouse attendant, and he worked basically in the clubhouse getting players anything they needed. Well, he had like a special...
Like the dude that won like the award for the best, being the best
For the best,
clubhouse
coach of
attendant.
the...
No,
Locker
club,
room,
he was
yeah.
the best. He won awards for being the best clubhouse attendant. Just
Yeah.
That's
the
it.
other year.
Because he had the stuff.
Yeah, he did.
he had the stuff.
He did have the
And
stuff. He was
he
fired.
he issued a defamation lawsuit against the Los Angeles Angels. Why? Because they fired him.
They fired him in response to the league sending out a memo saying that teams are going to be under heavy pressure if they are caught cheating using a foreign substance in the game by pitchers, and he was like
Wait a minute.
giving that stuff
Why?
out.
Why?
so-
No, that's good.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
I know.
The Major League Baseball's issuing statements saying that if people are caught using illegal substances like steroids, that's a good thing. They're trying to quit cheating. Why is he sending a defamation lawsuit, and why did he get fired?
He got fired because he was the only one that they wanted to throw under the bus.
What do you mean by that?
So instead of actually punishing all the players because everyone is doing it,
What do you mean
basically
everybody's
70 to
doing it?
90% is believed,
How do you know that?
because
Trevor Bauer says he is.
has Trevor Bauer says so, and also there's a tweet or a text that Garrett Cole sent to the guy that said if he could, it even says, I'll quote it, "Hey Bubba, it's Garrett Cole. I was wondering if you could help me out with a sticky situation. Winky face emoji. We don't see you until May, but we have some road games in April that are in cold weather places. That stuff I had last year seizes up when it gets cold." He's literally asking for the goo.
Yeah, he needs
And
the
that
goo.
guy released that text.
He's not even being coy about it very well there.
He's bad at
Okay,
that.
so Ryan Harkins got an
Bubba,
award,
if you will.
Bubba, if you will, got an award for being the best clubhouse attendant.
And
Then got caught giving pitchers the substance, and the substance that we're talking about is like tarpine. It's not like injecting steroids into you. It's like
Yeah.
putting stuff on your fingers to make your fingers more sticky, which causes a faster rotation on the ball. What do they call it?
spin. RPMs.
Spin rate.
Spin rate.
Yeah.
And the longer your finger is on the ball at the furthest at the release, the higher your spin rate is. And according to statistics, the faster your spin rate, the more strikeouts you're going to get. And
Yep.
they
compared the difference they were getting to 10 miles an hour on a pitch.
Yeah. And
this is not.
And this isn't new. This also isn't new. This is something, like you've always heard of like spitballs. And up until like 1920, well, actually specifically 1920, spitballs were totally illegal. Doing anything to the ball was totally illegal. They would put mud on the ball. So people couldn't see the ball as much, or they'd spit on their ball for their more control or whatever, and that was totally legal until 1920. And in 1920, dude, Ray Chapman got hit by a pitch that he couldn't see because there was so much mud on it, and they didn't change out balls either. They kept on using the ball through the whole game. So like he couldn't see a pitch, got hit in the head, and died. Wow. So they banned spitballs in 1920 after that to hopefully stop people from dying from getting hit by pitches. And then
not totally though. They grandfathered 19 pitchers?
Yeah, they grandfathered some pitchers in for some reason.
The good ones.
Yeah, and then the next year Babe Ruth hit 54 home runs,
changing the game forever.
So like
you can hit home runs on clean balls.
Yeah.
And you know the rest of the story.
Yeah. So, but like since 1920, using anything to make your finger sticky or have an advantage of throwing the ball by putting some type of substance on it, it's been banned. Like any substance has been banned.
Or scuffing the ball.
Or scuffing the ball. There's been a Twins pitcher back in the day that got caught scuffing the ball with sandpaper.
Mm-hmm. It's a nail file, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, this just pisses me off. Like this shit's fucking stupid, right? Am I right or wrong about this?
Well, here's the thing, man, is that you have people like, well, it was the same thing when the big steroids scandal happened, and you had these players that had making $1 million contracts, like breaking this record for home runs. And back and forth.
I think you just hit it on the point. You don't even need to. It's money, millions of dollars. That's what you put. That's what it is. Keep going.
But they're cheating.
Well, because of money, right?
No,
they need those big. They need those stats, and if they have, if they know that there's something that they can use to get those stats up, and something that they can hide, why not? Because there's so much money involved.
Yeah, they cheat so they can get the money.
Because stats equate money, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Garrett Cole turned that into a $236 million contract in 2-3 years of pitching with the substance. Like, that's insane. He became the highest paid pitcher in 3 years because of doctoring the ball.
And everybody's doing it. Okay, so let's get back to that. Let's get back to that point real quick too.
Okay.
Everybody's doing it. How do we know that? Because there's one pitcher that's speaking out against that, and that's Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer had tweeted out saying, I would expect my stats to jump this much if I used a substance. The next year, he didn't specifically say he used a substance, but like there's been reports where that they're like, well, he's got to be using substance, and he referred to them as good articles and shit like that. People called him out on it. He didn't deny it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he improved significantly to the point of like even past what he expected himself to do. And he didn't change anything else other than possibly using a substance.
He's even done the research with people to try and figure out if there's ways to tweak it manually or with strategy, like exercises or stuff to see if you can throw the ball, do it naturally. And he found you cannot put more RPMs on the ball naturally.
So he set aside, he decided to set aside his morals and cheat to point out that everybody else is cheating.
Mm-hmm. And that's why no one calls him out on it, because they're all doing it too.
Yeah, and it's so rampant that Bubba wasn't even charging people. And he's just giving it away to opposing pitchers.
Well, that's good for his case, at least on that. it's not like he's
Yeah.
making money off it, and
It's just strange,
But,
though.
okay, so using any kind of substance is not a part of the rules, and yet, was there a report saying that some of these clubs like have chemists on their payroll
yeah. So
to design substances
yeah.
specifically to?
So since
do this?
everybody's doing it, everybody's trying to figure out their own substance to get advantage over
Oh,
the
man.
other clubhouses, which makes it 100% lopsided,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It
kind of seems like the Twins are the best team in baseball now, huh?
because they're not
'Cause
they're
they're
not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you should see what those White Sox have been up to lately, with what
Yeah,
their pitchers are up
check
to.
their spin rate.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I had a discussion with one of our friends the other day, and about how the Twins are doing bad, and maybe one of the, and then he's just like, we need to change Baldelli. It's Baldelli, all Baldelli's fault. And I mentioned,
How dare you?
I didn't mention the cheating. Like, I didn't know fully that people were cheating, and that's the new reveal. But I mentioned maybe they should do something that another team, Minnesota team, did.
Yeah.
And get rid of
The owner.
The owner.
Yeah.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Yeah. Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it.
So, Timberwolves gets rid of Ryan Saunders. That was his name, right? Ryan?
It was
Flip's kid?
Not Flip.
Not Flip. Flip's
Chip.
kid. Chip Saunders,
Saunders.
Ryan Saunders. No,
Kip Saunders. That's
no,
what we call him.
Kip. Yeah, Kip.
Yeah, no disrespect to Mr. Saunders, but he did not know how to coach the Timberwolves. Obviously, because we changed the coach around, and look at them now. They're ending their season
Really
on
well.
a really, really good note.
Yeah, dude.
They could have ended the season as far and beyond the worst team that there was, but they've closed that gap and are no longer the worst team because of how good they're playing. It's crazy.
And the only thing they changed was the coach. And I mean, yeah, that's not really a good translation to what I was saying about the Twins. Like I was saying, it's not Baldelli's fault. Maybe it's the ownership that needs to change, because the Pohlads don't like to, spend a whole lot of money, and there's no, salary cap in baseball, and why not spend that money to get the players instead of New York's washed up pitchers all the time, and actually
Right.
spend money to get a good bullpen. But
And we also love Rocca.
but we know, yeah, we do. We do love Rocco, and at the same time, we know that the Twins aren't going to do any better because the Pohlads are planning on passing down their legacy to their kids, kind of like what the Timberwolves tried to do with the Saunders. They're like, oh, we got to respect Flip by giving it to Kip, and obviously that did not work, and now I don't know.
I think what you're trying to say is that nepotism is a problem.
I don't think nepotism is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
In,
You don't see
in
that
sports.
a whole lot, though. I mean, apart from like sports owners, I bet.
Well,
I don't know about that.
Football is basically a fraternity
Yeah.
of coaches.
The coaching in football is out of control.
Yeah.
And
They-
the children,
they even have-
and then
Yeah.
The
They have a
trees.
rule called the Rooney Rule where you're supposed to
Well, let's get to football
your-
later
yeah.
when
Okay.
we talk about football. Right now, we're talking about the Timberwolves.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
they got Anthony Edwards doing awesome.
Yeah.
And
The Timberwolves. I'm way off now.
but basketball. Are you ready?
Hit it.
FuzzJockRadio. Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it.
So the Timberwolves finish off the season strong.
Yeah.
The NBA
FuzzJockRadio.
this month gave Anthony Edwards its Kia NBA Western Conference Rookie of the Month for May. I believe he got it in April. He earned his third straight Kia NBA Rookie of the Month.
Yeah.
March and April and May. Wow.
He's so good.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't remember what our new coach's name is, but holy crap, he's doing really good with Mr. Edwards here.
If they had a Rookie Coach of the Month award, he would win it.
Yeah, right? So Edwards wrapped up his rookie season with averaging 27 points, 52% shooting, almost 53, 40% from three-pointers, 5.5 rebounds, and 4.8 assists per game in the 8 games in May. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's doing really good.
Man, 40% on his threes. That's really good.
That's insane.
Yeah.
With 6 rebounds and 7 assists on the night against the Grizzlies, Edwards joined James and Kevin Durant as the only teenagers in NBA history to have 40-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, and 5-plus assists in a game.
Man, he's awesome.
With 8 three-pointers against Memphis, Edwards set the Timberwolves' rookie single-game record for the most threes in a game. With the third three that night, he registered his 150th three-pointer of the season already.
This guy is laying down destiny, man.
He became the youngest player in NBA history to reach 153s at 19 years old, 19 years and 273 days.
That's awesome.
30 points in his last game, 10 for 21 shooting. Yeah, he's awesome.
I like this guy. I like Ant.
He finished his rookie campaign with 171 threes, becoming the 4th rookie in NBA history with 173 pointers, joining Mitchell, Lillard, and Bay. He has connected on 5+ threes in 8 contests this season. Yeah, he's legit, man. He's really legit. And what's really exciting too is that Glenn Taylor's not giving his team to his kids.
Right.
He's selling it to Alex Rodriguez.
Who's going
And-
Minnesota sports legend Alex Rodriguez.
And
Kevin Garnett.
Mr. Kevin Garnett, who just joined the Hall of Fame, had a couple words about Minneapolis in a speech, and I'm going to play his speech right now, his Hall of Fame speech, because Kevin Garnett just got listed into the Hall of Fame.
Congratulations to him.
Oh, shoot, this did not work. That link didn't work.
He got taken down. It got C indeed.
Anything is possible, Kevin Garnett.
And it is. And it is. I told them I wanted to go first, man, because I know we got the OGs in here. I know y'all got a bedtime in a minute, so I wanted Bill Russell to hear my speech before they all fell asleep. I want to thank Bill Willoughby, Darrell Dawkins, Moses Malone, Spencer Haywood, for the sacrifices that they took, that I'm being able to stand up here in front of you guys today. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. It's a big deal for me. It's a big deal for me to pay homage to the ones that came before me. Magic Johnson, thank you for your inspiration. Michael Jordan, thank you for being a big brother, the constant. I want to thank you for the bald head secrets. I appreciate it. I appreciate it if you give me the secrets on how to grow it back. But I want to thank Isaiah Thomas for being up here. It's a huge honor for you to be up here with me, Zeke. Thank you. You know, a lot of people didn't know. Back in when I was a young guy in Chicago, Zeke gave me some profound advice, which made me or helped me make a decision of going straight to high school. So I want to thank you, Zeke. Seriously, thank you. I think today they would call that tampering. So you know.
Oh, Kevin Garnett, he's such a funny guy.
But a lot of people don't know I'm from South Carolina. I'm a country boy. I like to say that. Help hone my skills. My mother's a very intense and very passionate woman who cared about her craft, cared about the quality of her craft, and I think I took some of that from her. So if you guys want to blame me or blame the intensity, blame her for that. I want to thank my mother Shirley for that. Place.
I'm just going to skip a little bit because you can look it up yourself. But
thank you. But I want to
there's
thank
a lot
South
of things.
Carolina. The city of Chicago, I want to thank you for adopting me, bringing me ahead of my life. The teachers, I look to prepare me for the NBA. Thank you.
Okay, Minneapolis. Here we go. Here we go, guys.
The city of Minneapolis, I look forward to rebuilding you. To the Timberwolves organization, to Kevin McHale, who's here. Thank you, Kev. Thank you, Flip. Rest in peace. For teaching me, for helping me. Sam Mitchell, to being a constant brother. Sam Cassell, being an annoying ass in my ear all these years. To Gary Trent, the biggest piece of work I know. To Troy Hudson, Trenton Hassel, real friends that I have today. My only regret with Minnesota is that I didn't get to bring a championship, but like I said, I look forward to rebuilding Minneapolis, and I wanted to say thank you to the city and to the state. Thank you, Minnesota.
Exciting. I don't know if I'm just taking that to be too much because there's a lot of people want to help rebuild Minneapolis after the riots and everything. I don't think that's what he's speaking towards though. I think he's speaking towards the Timberwolves and rebuilding a franchise with Alex Rodriguez, who he's probably been talking with, right?
Let's hope so.
I would
We
have
only
to
hope.
imagine.
Because we all know the history with Glennie down the block and Garnett, and they hate each other, right?
Yeah.
Well, Garnett's outspoken about it, but Glenn's like,
Very.
What are you talking about? I've never heard of this before. I'm old.
I'm a businessman.
I'm a businessman. I'm not going to say. That's the thing. He's not going to say anything bad. But he's these rich white dudes, man.
You gotta watch him.
Gotta watch them. The pull ads look at your shoes, and Glennie down the block doesn't like Garnett, even though you won't say that he doesn't. But aside from that, that's really exciting to me to hear that Kevin Garnett says that he wants to help rebuild Minnesota.
I'm looking forward to it.
But yeah, he just got named the MV part of the Hall of Fame with Duncan and Kobe.
Class.
He's been a 15-time All-Star, 2008 NBA champ, 12-time All-Defensive, 2002, the 2003 as MVP in 2003, 2004, 4-time TRB champ, 9-time All-NBA, All-Rookie year, 2007 to 2000 defensive POY. I don't know what that means.
Player of the year.
Player of the year. He ended his career playing 1,462 games, averaged 17.8 points, 10 rebounds, 3.7 assists. Yeah,
He was just fun to watch.
he was a lot of fun to watch. He played with a lot of vigor
And Vim.
and vim.
And
vigor.
Vim.
Mm-hmm.
They go together.
Yeah.
We have an update about our buddy Andrew Wiggins.
I heard.
Another one of our draft picks.
I heard well, it was about a week ago now. I didn't get the news to you early enough, but he had a game where he scored 38 points,
Holy crap.
7 rebounds, 3 assists, 73% on his field goal.
Holy
Wow.
cow. That's the Wiggins that everybody's talking about all the time.
There he is.
That they wish they had seen more.
Yeah.
That's an amazing stat line. 38 points. 73% from field goal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Impressive.
And
He's stepping up for them.
I don't think I have that. I need to give you this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you can be like,
news, everyone.
the Lynx lose to. No, wait a minute. That's not good news.
Bad news.
The Lynx lost to the Mercury in the season opener. Their first game, they lost. Not looking good
There was
for
a
the
lot of
Lynx.
Controversy.
Not a what? Not look.
There's
No,
a lot of
they
controversy.
just straight up lost, right?
Well, I wish that was all it was, that they just lost and we could move on. But they pulled a total rookie mistake in the game for the referees.
What do you- What
So-
happened?
As the time was running out in the end of the game, it was a tie game, I believe. And yeah, we were up by 1, and the Mercury went to take a shot, but the referee had accidentally stopped the clock with his whistle. So they let the player still make their shot,
Okay.
get the lead with the shot, and then reviewed that the clock didn't work and just guessed how much time would be left in the game, as opposed to not saying that play should have happened, because that's what they do in the NBA. They'd be like, nope, clock stopped.
What just happened, James?
They played through the
Okay.
whistle
Yeah.
They
and
played
they
through,
counted it.
they played
Yes.
through their whistle and they counted it.
Yes. It's incorrect. That's not what should happen. And then
No.
they used stopwatches on the table, like looking at the play and the clock and guessing how much time would have moved from the clock. And then we're like, okay, there's 1.1 second left in the game, so good luck making your shot and winning the game.
How many
now,
refs
Lynx.
are on the floor at the what? How do they do that? How do they agree to do this? Is that something that they do in the WNBA?
Well, it must be, because Cheryl Reeves said they would never let this happen in the NBA. So she
told
pissed.
reporters they accidentally stopped the clock by breathing into a whistle. So, somebody's holding the whistle in their mouth.
Yeah, okay, and I can see that. I can see that happening. Everybody makes an accident. That's an accident. That's a mistake, right? That's just an accident. But to allow the play to keep going through the whistle, even though the
It's just
clock
wrong.
stopped.
Yeah.
Why?
I assume people stopped. Somebody must have stopped playing.
Yeah, I'm sure other people noticed the clock wasn't working and just were like, "Oh, well, wait, what's going on? Confusion. Jack of 3. Hey, I made it. Well, now we're in the lead."
Yeah, the one excited player
Put it
that
on the board.
didn't quite hear it be like, "Hey guys, they got a clear shot. I'm gonna win the game for us."
Well, it's just like the players in football, taking the football and all the way to the end zone.
Every time.
Sometimes they didn't do the whistle and the play wasn't stopped and
They're
it was
still
a
going.
fumble and they get the touchdown.
Just in case.
I've seen it before where they did score that way.
I don't
You have to
understand
do it.
that. And so we lost our first game because of that.
Yes.
Well,
Not because of cheating, not because of rosin on the ball or because of nepotism, but because of
It was an accident. And then
Bush League.
Yeah.
But why
Poor
why
call.
didn't one of the referees say this isn't correct? Like there's more than one referee calling a game.
I would guess they were all so embarrassed that they just were like, "We got to move on from this
But-
instead of correcting it properly."
But no.
Agreed.
That sounds more complicated to try to figure out what's on your stopwatches and shit.
Honestly, yeah.
Agreed.
Than just being like, oh no, it stopped, so that field goal doesn't count.
Yeah.
And let's start from where we were.
Yeah. Then you don't have to worry about the clock. Clock was stopped. Just start where the clock is stopped.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
How can we convolute this? Okay,
What is
well,
slashing?
Slashing is like that, you know.
We are in now playoff mode. The hockey is now in playoffs. It's the start of summer, so we got to end hockey here soon.
It's a long playoffs, though.
Dude, I didn't
It'll end
realize
in the middle of June.
I didn't realize how long are hockey playoffs always this long? We don't. None of us know because we're not.
They always grow
fans.
massive beards during them.
That's true. That is very true.
That long.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize how many games that they had to play too. It was like they have to play like a best out of 7 or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm. And there's 3 or 4 rounds, so that's best of 7 times that. I mean, do some fuzzy math. That's 3. A lot.
Yeah, there's 4 rounds.
At least 40 games.
That's like a whole season.
It's no KBL, but
that's like a whole. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, the Wild won their first game out of best of 7 against the LA Vegas.
Las Vegas Golden Knights.
The LA Vegas Knights.
Or just Las Vegas.
Overtime win too.
LA Vegas Knights.
Yeah, they went into overtime, which also marked the first time ever for 3 games in the hockey history to go into overtime in their playoffs. So that was
awesome.
neat too. And Joel Eriksson Ek scored at 3:20 of overtime to give the Minnesota Wild a 1-0 win against the Vegas Golden Knights in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup first round at the T-Mobile Arena on Sunday. Whew.
It's an odd name, isn't it? Eriksson Ek. What is that Ek on the end?
It's I don't know.
Is that a 2-part name or
it's pronounced Ek?
That's his last name is Eriksson Ek.
Is it hyphenated or is that?
I don't think it is. I think it's a space.
It's a space.
They win the draw.
Fascinating.
That'll do it. Marchessault up and ready. He's out. A steal. Greenway goes to work for the Wild. Centers one. Eriksson Ek with a shot. He scores! Joel Eriksson Ek. He's the hero. Minnesota wins game 1 in overtime.
So yeah, that was exciting to watch. I was not expecting the Wild to win one of these games the way they were playing at the end of their season.
Nah.
Yeah.
But
they've really packaged this young team together and, figured out how to work them and not worry about the old guys anymore and just let the young guys go out and play. Because
what was the thing with Parise last week? What was that all about?
So he's not getting ice time because they're giving it to the young guys instead, and so he's just sitting on the.
Was he actually pissed, or is that just something that
we don't know?
The reviewers are saying
he hasn't returned our calls.
The announcers. I mean, he was playing a lot in this game. Was he not?
I don't remember. I was at the game during this one. I watched every other playoff game except this. I only saw the end of this one, but they've been benching him for almost everything. They're going to use him in the playoffs, but he should be on the first or second line, and they've booted him down way lower. So he's getting a lot less ice time than is expected for a guy making as much money as he is.
It's probably going to change.
I think he's going to go.
I just have a feeling that this is part of the scheme of their keeping him rested.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the LeBron James thing.
That's a pretty good. That's actually smart.
He's an older player, and you gotta give him some space, give him some breathing room.
Yeah, you got a lot of playoff games ahead of you, buddy.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like 40, 50 games, right? Yeah. 40, 50 games. So that's exciting. We got Colorado Blue Jays. No, the Colorado and St. Louis in it.
Blues.
Maple Leafs. We got pretty much the whole kit and caboodle here.
That's a lot of teams.
It's a lot of teams.
Big playoffs.
Is this the way
the games are really tight though, like you want them to be. This is exactly what I wanted out of playoff hockey this year, and we're getting it. It's because every game I've watched has been to the wire, really close games, high intensity. It's just exactly what you want out of playoff hockey. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some football?
Football. The schedule came out for the Vikings and the NFL and everything, and looks like we have a pretty hard schedule this year.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
When they say that things are pretty hard schedule,
Yeah,
is
what does that mean?
like, isn't it always
How do
pretty
they
hard,
know?
or is it always like, don't they always usually play the same teams?
Yeah.
It's they have like a point level based off your how kind of quarterback you have and defense you have to equal whether you're a difficult team or an easy team. And so the people we play are the Packers twice a year, and now the Jared Goff led Lions, and then they just drafted a new quarterback for the Bears. So people are expecting our division to be once again the best in football. So that's probably why they're saying we have such a hard schedule.
So the Bengals are first. Seahawks, Lions, Cowboys, Chargers, 49ers. The first game's September 12th at noon.
Bengals are nice to start with.
Yeah, it'll be
They're
a nice
always
game.
terrible.
Get a good win there.
Give us a
That
quick.
sounds like that's about the same time that FuzzJockRadio Season 5 is going to happen.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That is.
crazy.
Yep. Season 5
Cinco.
coming soon. Does that mean that we're winding down with this season soon?
Nah, I don't know.
This season.
We still have like a month.
This is the long.
Winding up.
I think
and a
I
half.
don't know.
This is the long season.
Yeah.
There's not much new to update on the Brett Favre. No, I mean Aaron Rodgers,
Aaron
Green Bay
Rodgers.
situation.
The Brett Favre 2.0 situation.
Yeah, Brett
LaFleur
Favre 2.0.
just recently.
Is he going to host Jeopardy?
He wants
That's
to.
what I want to know.
He really wants to.
I'd say he retires and does it. He should.
I'm in the LeVar Burton camp myself.
Well, that'd be good too. I'd like that.
Yeah, he's cool.
LaFleur, their coach, just recently came out saying that I've got nothing new to update, and we still obviously feel the same way. We want him back in the worst way. I know he knows that, and we'll continue to work at that at each and every day. And then they addressed their quarterback depth Thursday by signing Blake Bortles. So Blake Bortles is now part of the Green Bay Packers, who's a pretty decent quarterback, right?
He's had his moments.
A lot of people are like speculating, oh shit, they're just signing quarterbacks now. Aaron's got to be going. But
no, he's
pretty
just gonna
worried.
retire.
But don't most teams have like 2 or 3 quarterbacks on their payroll anyway?
I wouldn't worry about Blake Bortles.
Yeah.
This is their third. This is their third quarterback. And normally teams have quarterbacks. So, like, what happens?
Quarterbacks get hurt.
Yeah, somebody gets
Well,
hurt.
Well, not Aaron Rodgers, but some do.
Right.
No.
Yeah. No one's telling Kenta Maeda and the Twins, like, watch out, man. Stadio's going to take your job.
And then
No.
Blake Bortles is like that, right?
yeah, no.
He had a heck of a running game in wherever he did well, I feel like.
But that was so long ago.
The big news in the NFL just this last week is that the Jaguars coach, Urban Meyer, continues to talk about signing the tight end, Tim Tebow.
Was this different than the quarterback, Tim Tebow?
Oh no, it's the same.
same guy.
It's the same Tim Tebow. Just
The
different.
very
the very same. Just a different position.
That he's never played.
Position that he's never played, and then you should ask me, well, why are they signing him as tight end?
Right.
And what?
Fuzz, why are they signing him to tight end?
Well, the other question you should ask too.
More
Yes.
importantly,
How long has Tim Tebow not been playing football?
I'll tell you the answer is longer than Colin Kaepernick.
True. Oh, true. 10 years, right? He's been out of the league for 10 years, and they're looking at signing him as a tight end, a position he's never played before. And you ask me, why are they doing this, right? Well,
Now, why are they doing that?
because it sounds like he's friends with the staff, or he's friends with the owner.
More of this nepotism.
Buddy, I know I've been playing baseball, but
So-
since we're friends, you hook me up with a job. I really want to play tight end. I've never done it before. It sounds cool.
Yeah, right.
Hook me up, bro.
Sounds like they're hiring. They want to sign him. The coach wants to sign him. What he's saying is that he wants to sign him as a tight end so he can be a leader in the locker room, right?
Okay.
That's what
Spiritual leader, I bet.
Yes. Oh, I bet, right? So he probably won't play. Who knows if he'll even? I wonder what the odds are for him to even make the 50 make the cut of from the 58 to the 32 players on a team or whatever. Like there's a cut, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what the odds of him even making the team is.
He's just getting a payday from his friend.
But that's the thing. He is known to be friends with these with this coach and the owner. Like he's put in his time, right? He's been friends. That's the okay thing to do, right? Hire your friends over somebody that's more qualified.
They should
right?
get a real tight end.
Yeah, well, I mean, probably.
Well, if he's put in the time,
he has not.
Well, he's friends with somebody.
He's gonna go in and coach him up.
That's how the real world works, guys.
Put him on the field.
If they want him to be in the locker room helping out, hire him as a coach. Don't hire him as a position player.
That's true. That's a good point.
You can have a bunch of coaches.
So
you don't need to hire him as a player.
Why are they hiring him as a player? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Nepotism's stupid in my mind.
I'm putting him on my fantasy team right now. You watch.
Okay, so bottom line is I kind of wanted this episode to talk about nepotism a little bit, guys.
And we did it.
I mean, we deal with nepotism, right? So I only have my friends and family members on this podcast, right?
But that's because you don't pay us. You're not trying out people to check these positions and then picking us over more qualified people.
I'd like to think that we would still make it on the podcast.
Well, you would. I wouldn't. Expert Andy is for sure on the show, but do you think I'd stick around? No way.
So the other day I was working, right? I was driving around in my car and whatnot, and I had sports talk radio on, and it was a Saturday afternoon, and C-Dubs, when I was complaining to him about these guys, reminded me that, it's a Saturday afternoon and you're listening to sports talk. They hire the worst people to be the DJs on Saturday afternoons, weekend sports, because all the good announcers are at the games and doing things on their weekend.
Yeah.
And then broadcasting during the week. And these sports jock motherfuckers were like, nepotism's good. This is a good thing that Tim Tebow's getting signed. And it just pissed me off.
They said that?
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we would do it too.
Yeah, if our friend had put in his time to be our friend while he played fake baseball for the minors, I would do that.
One of the guys was like, yeah, so I got let go from a job, and I know that I'm the best on the mic. I know that I do a great job, and they let me go. And then I thought about it. The person that they had pushed up, well, he put in more time. He did the things. He did the things that were not in his contract. Like, they're like, yo, you should do this show, and it's not in his contract. He wasn't like, yo, I can't do that. That's not in my contract. People look at you as being hoity-toity.
Yeah.
Right?
You do it.
Bourgeois.
You should do those things outside your contract. You should become friends, make those relationships, and you will be the next one up. And then I thought about it, and I heard a local radio personality she said that she would do anything to make the money. It's all about making that money. Fucking cheating, and she was probably okay with cheating in baseball because they're trying to get those stats to make that money. This guy's like, it's nepotism is cool because if you're friends with the people that you want to get hired in,
you make more money.
You're gonna make more money. Those poor saps that have the skills. That's not how.
Yeah.
That's not how the world works. Is what they're telling me, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Where did we go?
It's that old guard.
Are we still in that mindset? Like
What are they buying that's so great?
the Mad Men and the Sopranos shit. Like, people look at Tony Soprano and think that he's fucking cool. It is not. He's not. He's like the worst person in the world.
People have been known to miss the point before.
Yeah.
In art.
It's
My
it's
favorite.
disheartening that people still think that way.
My favorite people, they're like, man, can you believe Rage Against the Machine said that things, Moms in Casa is not good? You know, like, what machine do you think they're raging against? I don't know. I think people that complain about Rage Against the Machine is my favorite of those people
Yes.
missing the point.
It's like, you did not listen to the lyrics
Oh.
of these songs, did you?
It's just weird. It's just weird to me that people think this way. They absolutely think that cheating and nepotism are the only ways the world is going to work, and it's the good way to do it. And it's just wrong. And
It's all just part of the hustle,
yeah,
right?
Who's to say your merit-based system is fair?
You should be judged on your merit, not
Yeah.
your buddiness to someone.
That's what Superman would say.
Yeah.
I wasn't blessed with the merits.
I mean, they've been cheating
lot of
since
us
the
weren't.
beginning. You know,
Well, it's-
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I mean, it's like I know this will be our next thing we'll get into too, but like wrestling has a lot of nepotism in it, but it doesn't always be. It's not always negative for them because the people who benefit from it are good.
Are you talking Vince McMahon giving his reins to his daughter and
Right, like that's for them. That's not always the best, but there are people who, like Brian Pillman, got a shot because his father was Junior got a shot because his father was Brian Pillman, but he has the merit to accomplish good things when he works. That he stays up in the high, as a good wrestler.
That's the question.
And
that's the question.
Yeah.
Did Brian Pillman Jr. get a shot at AEW because of his dad or because of his work ethic?
a good question because it's in
Because
WWE. It's usually the nepotism. Maybe here it was the merit.
That's because if you say it's because of his dad, that takes a lot of credit away from Brian Pillman Jr. of who he is.
You're right, and that's not fair.
And it's not fair at all. I mean, you can.
I mean, let's be realistic, though. There's a good chance that he had initially that Well, I mean, you could probably say he had the opportunity to have access to a whole bunch of opportunities to grow that skill growing up when your dad's a professional wrestler, and then you can always get that first opportunity because your dad knows the guy.
Yeah,
But the thing I think C-Dubs is saying is like, then he's got to perform. Otherwise, he's not going to stay a successful performer.
That's just what happened with Flips.
Right.
Right.
With Flip's kid, he got it was all nepotism. They felt he was owed it because his father was the coach. They gave it to him. He was clearly it was over his head. He couldn't handle doing that job, and it's too bad. I have nothing against Ryan Saunders, but clearly he didn't perform right.
Yeah.
Just wasn't made for that position. His merit wasn't enough.
Needs to pursue his singing career. Is what he should be doing.
And people can't get away from being so and so's kid. They have no choice that they're that kid, and there's a big chance that there's a big chance that Andy's kids are going to become accountants and get a job where Andy works.
There are some talents the two run in the family.
Being an expert is one.
All things don't fall too far from the tree, and why not?
Mm-hmm.
Figs.
Well, why not? Is because there's people like Kellen Kaepernick that don't get a chance at all.
Exactly. Who's deserving,
adds
who
up.
works out every day, practices, trains, is prepared to play. Tebow's been playing a different sport, and he's just being given a job, a position he's never played before.
Oh yeah,
That's
he's been
fucked up.
playing baseball, hasn't he?
Yes.
He's been playing a lot of things.
He's just bored. What is?
I'm bored with my super easy celebrity lifestyle. I want to go back to playing football, kinda, but like try a new one.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm bored.
What's he even do? How do
Public
you just
speaking.
how do you just tool around on minor league teams for 20 years? Public speaking?
His celebrity and his public speaking is what he's done to keep himself in the limelight, and that's so people still remember who he is. So of course he gets the
Oh.
opportunities because of that.
And probably using
Wow.
his Christian connections.
He
Well, I'm
literally
sure
is.
it's very Christian.
Yes.
Oh man. Those Christian connections, they like to use their money and their fame to make more money and fame. We are at the end of our show, which means
Sing along time, right?
fuzzy memory trivia time.
Okay.
Do any of you remember the score?
Like,
None of us scored a point last week.
like 3-2.
None of
I
us.
think I had
Yeah.
2 points the first week, 2 or 3.
Andy has 3, and me and James have 2. I
3, 2,
believe.
2. Yeah, that sounds exactly right. That sounds exactly right. So 3, 2, 2. Expert Andy is in the lead, and this is fuzzy memory trivia, where I ask the boys questions, and the boys answer those questions with answers
If we know them.
if you know them. And this is going to be a
And
buzz.
sometimes we don't.
We'll use the awesomest answers available to us at the time, or whether they're correct or not. Doesn't matter. They're the awesomest.
Well, we'll see. This is buzzing.
Okay, buzzing.
Drew Brees broke which of these quarterbacks' records of 48 consecutive games with a touchdown?
Buzz.
Mr.
Dan Marino.
Incorrect.
Buzz.
C-Dubs.
Brett Favre.
Incorrect.
Damn.
Jamez. Doesn't know. Johnny Unitas. Country singer Vince Gill is a vocal fan of which NHL team?
Buzz.
Splinter.
Nashville Predators.
Correct.
Damn it.
Oh, those country guys, that was total
Country,
guess.
yeah.
They love predators.
What?
And
They're a
Predators.
bunch of predators themselves.
What trophy is officially called the International Lawn Tennis Challenge Trophy? Answer is Davis Cup.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
In 2012, Colin Kaepernick sets the all-time playoff game rushing record for a quarterback against who?
Buzz.
C-Dubs.
The Green Bay Packers.
Correct.
Whoa.
I actually knew that.
What kind of grass is traditionally used at Wimbledon?
Buzz.
Splinter.
Kentucky Bluegrass.
Incorrect.
Oh,
Buzz.
C-Dubs.
Crabgrass.
Incorrect. James?
wild grass.
Rye grass. Rye, guys.
That's what I said.
This is not a grass podcast.
On April 14th, 2010, Kevin Durant became the youngest scoring leader at what age?
Buzz.
James.
19.
Incorrect.
Oh, man.
Splinter?
Buzz.
Splinter.
20.
Incorrect.
Buzz.
C-Dubs. C-Dubs.
18.
What?
18.
Incorrect. 21.
No.
I was going to try buzzing in again.
We're so
How
close.
many Yankees started in the 2018 MLB All-Star Game?
Buzz.
James.
2.
Incorrect.
Oh, man.
Buzz.
Splinter.
5.
Incorrect. See that?
Buzz. 4.
Incorrect. 1.
Those were all the awesomest.
Really?
Those were all the
What kind of
awesomest
question
answers.
is that?
Those were still all the awesomest answers. And we gave them to you.
Good
That's
answers.
the
though.
end of Fuzzy Memory Trivia. Splinter is now up. What is it? 4-3-2?
Yep.
4.
3.
3-2.
2.
2.
One.
4 and 3 and 2 and 1. 1.
Blast.
So that brings us to the end of FuzzJockRadio Season 4, Episode 4.
What a glorious one it's been.
C-Dubs, how was what do you got going on next week? What do you feel like?
I'm supposed to start my job again, so I should probably be working the next week and getting back acclimated to my job. They've invited me back, and I accepted, so I should be starting on Wednesday, possibly tomorrow, to see what the email says.
That's awesome.
I'm
Jamez?
gonna be reading about aliens, probably. I don't know.
Aliens? What are you
Well,
talking
not
about?
aliens. UFOs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna read about UFOs.
Oh, what about UFOs? You got
Because the
something?
government's all like, yeah, we've been hunting UFOs are real, and we knew about it for a long time. So people are like, nah, you dumb. I mean,
isn't that weird? That
everyone else is like, yeah, we believe in this stuff, but not from you.
It's very strange that they've been saying that UFOs do exist, and we were right all along. Splinter.
This week I will get my teeth cleaned
Ooh.
Awesome.
and many other potential things.
How about you, Fuzz?
I don't know.
Yeah, Fuzz, how about you?
I tried not to get. I'll try to watch baseball.
Oh, it's hard right now.
Yeah, because with all this cheating.
Yeah.
Well, that and when my team doesn't play well, I get a distaste for the sport.
I get a distaste
turns my
for
stomach.
I get a distaste for the sport.
When they're all a
people
bunch
are
of cheaters,
cheaters.
and then they just say like,
dangerous Nelson Cruz.
That one is hit hard to left. That ball's back, and there's your grand slam. Nelson Cruz connects that triple. His fourth of the game, and suddenly it's a 2-point contest. In Carl Anthony Township, you said he needs